Hey, my name is Mafuz, and today I'll be telling you guys how much an Uber driver can make for Uber Eats in Calgary, Alberta. So, step one, this is my I haven't been Ubering for that long. I just started recently, so I just kind of did it as an experiment just to see how much I could potentially make as an Uber driver. I've always been curious about it. How much can these guys really make? So, I went out, I bought a car, and I decided today's the day. I'm going to become an Uber driver. So let's get started. To become an Uber driver, it's really not that difficult in Alberta. The only thing you really need is a car and a Class 5 driver's license, and to be over the age of 21 years old. For your car, you're going to need some insurance, and you're going to need to have a 3 years driving abstract without any accident history, and you're going to need to get a thermal bag. So a thermal bag is a bag that you can put the pizzas and stuff in. So when I first started Uber, actually, I didn't have a thermal bag, and it caused me a lot of problems. So I definitely recommend getting a thermal bag, although it's not required when you're downloading the app. So in Uber, I'm eligible to do two different things. I'm eligible to do deliveries for food, and I'm eligible to do pick up groceries. So let's see how much we can make today. Alright guys, so we just finished our first order. That one looks like it gave us $3, and I think there was like a $4 tip or something. Let's check. That one gave us $3. Yeah, that one was a $3 order. Took us 12 minutes. Alright, let's get started with the next order. Something I would like to share that makes it much easier to do Uber is if you have Apple CarPlay, you can actually have Uber on your dashboard, which makes it so much easier to get trips and things like that. You can accept trips from here, and it gives you a map and configuration. In progress for $9.96 for an order in Tuscany. So how this works is they gave a bunch of different drivers an order, and it tries to see if whoever's closest accepts it. We got the order. We click that. Boom, let's get started. So this order was not really worth it, but we ended up taking it by accident. So we're gonna have to go to Tuscany, which is gonna be like a 15-minute drive for like $9, which I don't even know if it's worth it, but hopefully we get some good orders in Tuscany. Okay, so after a hard day's worth of work, I want you to guess for day one, what is the grand total of my earnings? So today we made, after working for today, which is May 20th, after working for 2 hours and 22 minutes and doing 6 trips, we made a total of $36, which, to be honest, we were online for 2 hours and 52 minutes, which is close to 3 hours. So if you total up gas and insurance and all the expenses associated with doing Uber, we did not do good today. Okay, so that's day one. Okay, so day two of the Uber journey. So right now it's like just came back from work. So hopefully, let's see how much we make today. So actually, on the way back from work, I did a couple of orders. But honestly, so far, within the first week, yesterday I took the day off because I was just so tired, man. Dude, this thing's exhausting, and I don't want to drive when I'm too tired, just for safety reasons. So let's get started with day two. Did 3 orders on the way back home, came home, ate some food, and then we're going to go back out there, do some more orders. Right now, it looks like the graph is showing that we can make a good amount of money. So I'm pretty excited. We'll see how much we make today. Alright guys, so we just did a quick order right now in the south of Calgary. That one should pay 10 bucks. It's from one of my favorite places actually, Senor's Pizza. That place is really good. But, so right now, on the day, it's actually crazy how much this stuff pays, man. Like, I got $4 from driving all the way from the northwest to south without tip. With tip, it was like 10 bucks. So, yeah, it's pretty disappointing so far. Right now, we are headed to a place called You and Me Restaurant. It seems like that place is really popping off. So we're gonna go there, and then see how it goes. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, so we just picked up an order from Papa John's Pizza. So one of the things I actually wanted to show you guys is you're gonna need these bags, right? So these heat-proof bags, they help to keep the pizza warm and things like that. So, and then there's two different kinds of bags that you guys can buy. So this one I bought from Walmart for like $2 or $3. That's all you really need. The issue is a lot of these pizza places, they actually won't let you go shopping without a bag. So I'd highly recommend you guys invest that like $10, $15 into just getting some bags from Walmart and using that to do the orders, right? And actually, we got a double order right now. So Papa John's is right there. But we got a double order at Indian Curry House, which is right around here. So I'm just gonna walk there, pick that order up, and then come back to the car. Alright, we just got to the location right now. So we have to drop off the pizzas. So I'm going to take them out of the bag. Here we are. Dang, these bags are working really well. Holy, I'm actually pretty surprised. But this is actually my first time using an order to do with the bags. So I'll be right back and go do this order. Okay, so we just did an order for pizza. It was so stressful. Like, I couldn't find this guy's house. And what was supposed to be a 10-minute order took me like 20 minutes because I just could not find this guy. It did give me the option to drop off the food and leave, but I just thought somebody ordered some food. He just messed up on the pin. So what happened was he put the wrong pin into the app, and I just decided, you know what, screw it. Let's just finish up the order and take it. Now I'm supposed to be in this high traffic location right now, but the reality is I'm getting no orders. Like, it's been like 5-6 minutes. I had no luck. I got the 7-Eleven offer for like $4 to travel like 20 minutes. I was like, what the hell, man? No way I'm taking that. So right now, it's 9:11. Still waiting for an order. We'll see how it goes. I kind of want to hit the gym right now. If I don't get an order in like 5 or 6 minutes, like a good one, I think I'm just going to head home. Actually, I'm going to start driving to Chick-fil-A in Calgary. It seems to show that it's going to be pretty busy. So I'm going to drive there, see if I can score an order there. But yeah, it's starting to get a little bit dark. Starting to get a little bit dark.
Head south.
Oh, but yeah, got the address in for Chick-fil-A. We'll see how that goes. It's 4 minutes away. Heard that there's a lot of orders happening there, so hopefully I get lucky. Alright guys, so I just dropped off another order. Dude, I don't even think I can do this for a week. Just the wear and tear alone on my car has been horrendous. And the expectations are so bad. Like, look at this. I'll literally show you guys. Look at that. Like, dude, it's paying like $6 for a trip that's going to take me 34 minutes. 34 minutes. Can you believe it? 34 minutes? That's crazy. And they expect me to take these trips and what, like, dude, this is such a scam. This is such a scam. Holy. And you know what's sad? You know what makes me more sad? Is if I don't accept it, somebody else is gonna accept it. So there's people walking around here who are making grown families. Some of these people have families, some of these people have responsibilities. Me, I'm just like, I cannot care less. This is not my main source of income, but there's people who are dependent on this income, which is crazy to me. Do I think that they should be tipped more? Not necessarily. I think it's unfair that this job even exists. But then again, if this job didn't exist, then it would be worse. $5 an hour is better than no dollars an hour, right? But still, it's actually crazy. Now, what I think these people should do is educate themselves. I think they should, even if they're making $5 an hour, I think even just scrape by somehow, but just somehow find a way. Like, there's so many different opportunities, even working at, or even try to aim for a minimum wage job. The fact that they have a driver's license and a car, okay, and a clear driving history, that should be enough to get a job at Amazon, driving for Amazon, Amazon Flex, Instacart. But the thing is, like, it's actually mind-boggling to me. And even, I don't know if it's effective. All right, let's see. All right, we got another order. 18 minutes for KFC, Brentwood. All right, let's try and match. It's going to pay me $3.50, and I still took it. And I don't even know if I'm going to get it. Like, this is the dumbest thing. Oh my God, I got it. So I'm going to go do this KFC order for $3.50. To me, this is so impressive, guys. So impressive. Right now, just dropped an order off at Sate from the Chick-fil-A order. This is Sate Residence Hall. Dude, I think one of the cool things about this job is not even, I don't even call this a job. This is barely a job. But I think one of the cool things about doing this thing is the fact that you get to see new parts of the city. So would I say this is really cool? Like, let's say you're traveling and you want to just make some extra cash and you're just like a traveler, you're going from place to place in a car. Sure, do Uber Eats. You know, you get to see the city, you get to experience the vibes, but the reality is, guys, this is not a job, all right? This is truly my day 2, okay? I was going to do this for a week, but I think I might only do it for one day, if not today is my last day, because oh my God, who does this? All right, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, let's go take a ride. I don't know how this vlog's gonna turn out. Hopefully this turns out well, because I put in a lot of effort into it, and we'll see after expenses and everything like that how much I actually made. But I do not think that this is a good idea, guys. Trust me, please. Thank you. Hi. For Jim, yeah, here you are.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Okay, another day and more Uber. So today is day 3 of doing Uber Eats to see how much money we can make this week. I was gonna do it for a whole week when I started this whole video vlog thing, but yo, this is horrendous so far. Yesterday was probably my worst day. I think hourly, after tips and everything, I broke down to like 13 something an hour before gas expenses. So you can imagine how disappointing that was. But today, just finished work at the office, and we're going to start working again. So we just got an order recently. So we're going to go to that order right here. And so we picked up the order from this place called Tea Funny, bubble tea restaurant. So it's going all the way into deep southwest, so south. So we'll go do that order. I think I'm making like $9 from this, but not that great. But it's the only order we have right now. The maps are showing that right now it's not a lot of money being made, but who knows? We'll see how we do today. I won't work too long today, honestly. Just gonna work for a couple hours and then call it a day. Okay, so right now we just got an order to do shop and delivery. So I've been doing these a couple times before in the past couple days. Honestly, I don't think they're that worth it. So this one, what it involves is you just take, there's a bunch of items you have to buy. You have to find all the different items in the store. And then you have to buy the item and then use Uber's shopping card that they save on your phone to pay for the items. And then, and then you just go deliver those items. Usually, I don't think they're usually worth it because it takes so long to go in there and walk around and shop. And I don't even know, like, this order only pays $9. So it's not that good. I'm going to go in there, do some of the shopping, and we'll see how it goes. All right. All right. So what I'm going to get is this right here. This right here, Takis. 18 pack. We're going to grab this right here as well. So we'll see how that goes. And all right, let's go back to the cash register now. We'll see, like, just gonna drop it off, the shopping order that we picked up from Walmart. Yeah, so that's pretty much the end. Thank God we finally finished this order, man. Holy crap, this took me like forever. Holy, I hate this shit. Oh my God. Anyways, let's go get that order. Okay, let's go through the app, right? So when you first open up the app, it will look like you'll see a map, right? That says you're offline, there's a go button. So now in this app, what they basically show you is the trending times where people are making the most money. And as I'll mention in this video, honestly, the $4 sign does not mean that much. I've driven in those places in many cases. That's the downtown area. You're more likely to get parking tickets. You're more likely to lose money, get into accidents, and things like that. And it's much more difficult because a lot of those orders will be inside of apartment buildings, which are 10 times more difficult to do. So just keep that in mind. Those $4 signs, honestly, in the long run, might not even be worth it. So you can go here. The first thing let's check out is our earnings. So obviously, when I did the initial work, I actually didn't record this portion of the video until later on, so that's why the earnings are not seen here. But let's go here, earnings. We go see details, and then as you can see, so the week I did Uber for the video, this is how much I made. So I made a total of $149. Okay. So here you'll see this online and active time. Online means the hours I was actually working. Active time is the time I was doing an order. So there are periods of time where you're not getting any orders, which makes it really challenging to make money. So I worked pretty much 10 hours and I pretty much worked 10 hours and I made $100 and pretty much $50. So if you think about that, that's $15 an hour on average. Okay. So actually below, if you like, pretty much $15 an hour on average. So you're making minimum wage. You have to have a license. You have to pay for a car. You have to pay for insurance. Now you're starting to see how this is not actually worth it. And I only work during peak hours. And you'll see, like, I definitely put in my hours. Like 10 hours is not a short period of time. I think this is enough time to know that, is this something you should do or not, right? Within 10 hours. All right, guys, now let's get into the details. And the details get even worse, okay? The details get even worse. All right, let's do this. So day one, okay? Day one, Monday, I was active for 2 hours. I made $23. Guys, 2 hours for $23. I just want you to keep this in mind. I worked peak hours. Let's see here. I worked peak hours, right? That means I worked like from 5 to like probably around 7 or 8, right? I made $23. That's like $12 an hour. Less than that, even. And I haven't paid for gas and insurance yet, guys, by the way. And this involves a lot of driving, guys. This involves a lot of driving. Now look at the earning details. So, this is the crazy part. I made $12, and even with that, okay, with that, I did May 20th. Okay, let's see. Okay, so May 19th, I made $20. And as you can see, I had an order that paid $9.10 with $3 in tips and $5.06 with no tip. And then, yeah. And then I canceled a couple orders because those were so bad that actually I couldn't even do them. And then I did a $9.11 order that took me 47 minutes, and I made $2 in tips. Guys, I want you to keep this in mind. Like, it took me 47 minutes to make this $9 with driving. So you can see how bad it actually is. Like, overall, every day is the same. And then some days, okay, fine. You know what? I'll give it occasionally from time to time. You're going to make a bit more money. So in this day, I worked 3 hours and made $54, which honestly is not bad. It calculates to $20 an hour before expenses. Close to there. But around, like, actually it's like $18. But the point is, it's not as bad, right? Same thing goes here. But now, like this one, it took me 3 hours, and this one took me 3 hours and 41 minutes to make $55. And this one, I was grinding. I was tired. I was exhausted, okay? And I only made $55 with tips. And if people don't pay tips, you'd actually make like $7-8 an hour. If people don't pay tips, that's what you'd make. Which to me, the fact that they're even allowing people to do this for that amount of money is impressive. And they only give you such a short period of time to actually respond to the message, and they'll only show you where you're getting the order from, which in many cases will be close to you, and it looks so close. The map will make it look like it's not that far, but in reality, you can be driving 20-30 minutes to deliver food, like one bag of food, which by the time it's done, the gas you spent is worth more than the food that was delivered. So guys, and then my final day, I made $16.02. So as you can see, this was definitely not the best venture. And honestly, overall, I wouldn't recommend anyone to do this. In this week, I made $149. I probably spent around $50 in gas. I pay $30 a month in insurance. I took wear and tear on my vehicle. I had to work tough hours. I risked actually, I got a ticket as well. I got a ticket, a parking ticket actually, which ended up adding to my costs. So, guys, I'm telling you guys, and you have to buy bags. You have to get your own health insurance. You have no benefits. There's no reliability in this job, and it could go away at any time. So, is it worth it? Now, something I've realized over time, over doing this, something I've realized actually is in many cases, the people who do this kind of work, they're people who are struggling, they're people who don't have other opportunities to pursue themselves. And I think that that should change, you know? And I think everyone's worth at least $15 an hour. I don't think if you can't get a job that pays $15 an hour, I think there's steps you could take to get a job that has some sort of reliability, and you're not a contractor, right? Like you're doing your own taxes. There's so many expenses associated with doing Uber that no one actually thinks about. There's no way it's profitable, guys. At least the Uber Eats. Now, Uber as a driver, I can't speak for that up to this point, but actually I'm going to try that too, maybe in the future. So, by the time I made 150 bucks, I had to spend $10 on a pizza bag. I had to spend $28 on a driver's abstract. I had to spend money on gas, at least 50 bucks, insurance, registration. Like, it's never going to be worth it, guys. So, the final verdict of this video is, guys, Uber Eats, DoorDash, these things don't pay. These things are not jobs. These things are not careers that anyone should pursue, personally, which is what I believe, unless you're really struggling. And if you're doing it in the short term, you have a car, you're going to pay for registration anyways. You're going to pay for insurance anyways. Sure, you really need the money. You're like, hey, I need the money today. I'd say that's the biggest benefit of working for this. They'll pay you immediately. Like, you don't have to wait a second, right? So I think that's the biggest benefit associated with this job. But in reality, like, especially shop and pay orders, dude, it was crazy. Like, I was making $9 for working an hour and a half. I was like, dang, that's shocking. So shop and pay orders involve you running around the store, getting all these items, bagging them up, taking to your car, putting them in. You might get the wrong item. You might not scan the right item. And these things all impact you later on, right? And in many cases, you're not going to get paid if you don't scan the right items, you know? And it sucks, man. Like, it's a hard job. And I would definitely recommend against people doing this career, taking this as a career or doing this as an option. So that's just my speech. And I hope this video is informative for you. I hope you guys learned a lot. And I hope you guys subscribe. I want to create videos and more content that I find interesting. So yeah,